Subbaramayya was also told very clearly by Bhagavan how seekers should offer their prayers. Should one pray for mundane help from the Guru, or should one ask for spiritual emancipation alone? Subbaramayya had a daughter who was 2 or 3 years old. The child lived in the village and would often have fits. Once she became unconscious and it seemed as if she would die. Subbaramayya sent an express telegram to Bhagavan declaring, "Bhagavan, my child Indira is suffering. Please help her." As advised, he also called for 2 Ayurveda doctors to come. At 7 that night, Subbaramayya's brother-in-law, who was staying in the next village, happened to bring sacred ash that he had received the previous year from Ramanashramam. "Apply this on the forehead of the child," he said. The ash was applied, and to the wonder and delight of everybody, the child was declared cured by the 2 Ayurveda doctors who had also just arrived. The very next day, there was a letter from the ashramam confirming the receipt of the telegram. "Bhagavan saw your telegram at 7 in the night. Everything will be all right." To Subbaramayya, it was indeed a miracle. During the next holidays, which happened to be for Christmas, he visited Bhagavan. Like all intellectuals, he too faced the problem of accepting what had happened. Subbaramayya questioned Bhagavan, "Did you think you should save my child?" Bhagavan clarified to him that even the thought of saving the child is a sankalpa, a desire, and a jnani has no desires whatsoever. The moment a jnani looks at anything, the divine force comes into action automatically. We only have to pray and hope that the master's glance falls on an object so that divine intervention takes place automatically. Think of Ramana, think of Arunachala, and at once divine intervention occurs. Every time Subbaramayya visited Ramanashramam, Bhagavan would wake him up at 2:30 in the morning and take him along with Sub-Registrar Narayan Iyer and Kalyanasundaram Iyer to the kitchen. There, they would prepare sambar or chutney. Bhagavan would do the actual cooking while these people assisted him. Whenever Subbaramayya saw Bhagavan perspiring because of the summer heat and the heat from the stove, he would pick up a fan to fan Bhagavan. Bhagavan, who never liked any special favors, would always say, "Stop." Once, Subbaramayya crept up behind Bhagavan when he was deeply involved in the cooking and fanned him. Bhagavan noticed it and said, "So you want to do it stealthily? Well, even that you're not able to do properly. Come, let me show you." Bhagavan held Subbaramayya's hand and showed him how to use the fan correctly. Subbaramayya said, "It was a divine moment when Bhagavan touched me." They would then go to the next room to grind the chutney. Subbaramayya did not know how to move the pestle to grind the chutney. Once again, Bhagavan held Subbaramayya's hand to show him how, sending him into ecstasy. After the chutney was prepared, Bhagavan would taste it and also give it to the others to taste. If their hands were occupied otherwise, he would say, "Open your mouth." He would make a small ball of the food and pop it into their mouths. Subbaramayya commented, "I was in heaven when Bhagavan did this." Once I asked Subbaramayya, "What is so unique about Bhagavan?" Subbaramayya said, "One outcome of the originality of Bhagavan's self-realization was that his approach to the problems addressed to him was equally original because his death experience was also original. He did not imitate, he did not quote from books. All his answers and actions were absolutely original and unique. His answers to questions were never bookish, they were simple and direct. Like Jesus Christ, he spoke with authority. His words were the result of first-hand knowledge and experience rather than bookish knowledge and hearsay. He went to the root of every question and simplified it. He did not use confusing terminology when he spoke. He would only cite concrete illustrations along with his answers, making his meaning crystal clear. When G.V. Subbaramayya spoke about the clarity of Bhagavan's utterances, he would always be in raptures. Bhagavan once told him, "When a person enquires, 'For whom is this self-realization?' the individuality goes and the delusion that the self is yet to be realized disappears. This alone is the grace of the Guru. The Guru can only dispel the delusion that the self has not been realized. Granting self-realization is impossible not only for the Guru but for God himself. Praying to the Guru to let you have self-realization is like asking, 'Give myself to me.' We identify the body with ourselves because we have the delusion, 'I am an individual.' This creates another delusion that the Guru is also an individual and therefore other than myself. The Guru is actually not someone different from you." During the last days of Bhagavan, Subbaramayya wrote a few verses and submitted them to Bhagavan. One of these verses is of utmost importance to us seekers since he has made a commitment to Bhagavan on our behalf as well. The prayer is, we take an oath to keep your teachings constantly in mind, to watch your movement attentively and learn the lessons thereof, to dispel the delusion of the ego and abide firmly in the self like you ever are. We do have a duty towards our master. It is not enough to proclaim that Ramana is the greatest guru. We have to stay committed enough to constantly retain the teachings in the mind. During the last moments of Bhagavan, Subbaramayya cried inconsolably. Bhagavan's last words to him were, "Do not worry, be at peace, everything will be well. To be is our nature, coming and going is the trick of the mind. Our commitment is to be pivoted to the silence and the peace within us." Two other important experiences in the presence of Bhagavan were shared by G.V. Subbaramayya. B. Anantachari took great pains in printing the Ramana Gita. His help was appreciated in the preface of the book. He pleaded earnestly with Bhagavan to have his name removed. Bhagavan responded with, "Why do you worry? To ask for the omission of your name is as egoistic as to desire its inclusion, so let it be. After all, who knows who Anantachari is?" Most of us understand humility to be withdrawal from recognition. We seldom understand that accepting things as they are is the pinnacle of humility.